Hello. We are back, ready to get started with this run of Backyard Wrestling 2. There goes the neighborhood. Western title, not wrestling title. I mean, you're going to be winning a wrestling title in the Western Division League.
Close enough.
Yeah, we'll call it Division. I don't think the Insane Clown Posse is that organized. I've seen pictures of their music festival. It's not.
No.
So, anyways, if you'd like to introduce yourself, so we can get going.
What's going on, everybody? My name is DJ Phatzo. I run Backyard Wrestling 2, and I am, as you can see, the World Heavyweight Champion. I've been trying to get this game in for a little over a year now, and here we are with some Western title action. Behind me, this packed crowd of a whole 2 people. All right, so there was a wrestler name for this. What was that?
Give me a moment here. Goals. Oh, the French restream is going to love this.
Oh.
Wrestler name, Baguette.
This is just the file name, so I'll be naming the wrestler. 1 second. All right. So sorry, Fatso, too. You're taking a back seat for the French restream. All caps.
Oh no. No, it is only the B is capitalized.
All right. All right. All right. I'm ready when you guys are.
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, welcome to Backyard Wrestling. We are an unnamed jobber named Baguette. We are going for the World Championship and the $1 million prize offered by the Insane Clown Posse. The Western title is the next stop on our way to becoming a Backyard Wrestling legend. This game provides its own tutorial, so we're going to start off by doing a couple of simple things. We're going to block 3 times. We're just waiting for these load screens.
Get ready to
All right, so. Hello? Nope. Why? Every time. This is not what I wanted. Come on, thank you. One more. Thank you. So what you'll see is you'll see me doing the objective and then backing out. The game does not, most missions, the game does not require you to complete a mission or complete the fight. It just requires you to get the objective. So this one is punch kick combos. We're just going to mash X a couple of times, do that 3, and then we're going to back out. So this isn't a widely popular speed game. In fact, I'm the only runner for it, but you know, when SRC gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Oh, okay. All right. No. All right, so there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Back out. Perfect. That was nearly perfect. So the game is broken up into kind of 4 little mini sections: Eastern, Western, Northern, and then Carnival. We're just gonna be going up to the Western portion of this game. Eastern is kind of the introduction into the game itself. It's like, here's how you do these couple of moves, here's a couple of challenges. Western starts to get a little more difficult, like, hey, avoid 20 attacks. Hey, win these amount matches without doing this. So it gets a little tactical in the Western half, and you'll see that right after the pool stage. So here comes the grappling section. Requires us to do 4 grapple moves. So obviously, use the faster of the 2 or the 4. Nope. What the? How does that happen?
Look out!
What? Hello? Why? What? Thank you. There's 2. 3. There's 4. I swear that never happens. All right, so next up, dash attacks. This is where the first bit of RNG comes in. We are required to do 5 flying kicks at our opponent. Obviously do this 5 times. If they block, it doesn't count. This is the first mission where we start to see a lot of the turbo, the super meter. Takes 33 seconds to load, or 33 seconds to fill up fully. And then,
Get ready.
okay, so there we go. So we're just gonna kind of wait around, wait for it to fill up. And you can see this great AI. How did that not count? There's 1. Okay. There's 2. We're gonna spin in circles. It's optimal. 3. Could this be a perfect dash attacks? 4? No way. Perfect dash attacks. Let's go. It has never gone that well, not even in my world record. All right, so last for backyard, we're going to use the Weed Whacker. Game's way of showing you, hey, this is how you pick up items and use them, blah, blah, blah. So how's everybody doing at 4 a.m.? Yeah. Okay. All right. Come on.
Give
you. So there's 1. How do you block a Weed Whacker? 2. Come on. All right, that is the end of backyard. So that's one stage down. We got 5 more to go. So now, get into the trailer park, more grapple arts. This one's going to go a lot smoother than the last one. It doesn't require me to use any of the 4 main buttons. It's just like, okay, you can change your grapple position at any time using the shoulder buttons. So do that 4 times. Apologies for these delays. I am not that great at commentary. All right. All right. Perfect. Seriously, you cannot have a bad more grapple arts. It's impossible. Unless you have a broken shoulder button, but even then. All right, so guard breaks. This is another one that uses the turbo meter. Basically, you have to wait for your opponent to block, and then you can hit right trigger X to essentially break the block, obviously. All right. Loading screens. All right. Also, take note of some of these amazing jobber names. John Doe Foe.
Look out!
All right.
Yeah.
That was better than in my practice. So we're doing good so far. All right, ground attacks. This is similar to the second mission in Backyard. Pretty much knock your opponent down 5 times. You have to knock him down and then hit him again, so kind of self-explanatory. Mashing doesn't help get through the menus, but if it's someplace in my heart, it feels like it. 4. Perfect. Trust me, they just keep getting more ridiculous. There's a couple that just wear I think it's like a football helmet and a tutu. And they just progressively keep getting more ridiculous as you go further up the chain. And for every like tier that you go through, you get a new set of jobbers. All right, so attack counters. This one's easy. It's similar to guard breaks, but you have to wait for them to hit you, and then it's just slam both triggers. So, and even this mission can get a little ridiculous. Kind of wish I had countered that. Perfect. Let's go. All right, jump attacks. So this is, you may have noticed at the start of missions, I've moved before the AI was able to get a swing in. This is what's known as a glitch called false start. It's actually discovered fairly recently. You basically wait for the cutscene to end, hold any direction, and then skip the cutscene, and you start moving before the fight officially begins. So you can set up and clear some, get positioned fairly easy. So right there.
Oh shit.
There. Did that clear? Yes, it did. Perfect. Pretty sure I had that. I just wanted confirmation. So now comes, yep. All right, so here comes pool. Here's the other half of Eastern Titles RNG. So super moves, basically wait for your turbo meter fill up, grab your opponent, and do your super or do your finisher. Easy. Then comes I think it's like pool thrown attacks, which is pretty much throw your opponent off of something twice. Easy. So, like I said, 33 seconds for the turbo to build up. So that's SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain was the greatest wrestling game of all time. Nah, this is it. Oh, no, I shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that.
Coming down.
What? Thank you. That was terrible. ledge throws. All right, let's set that down. Ledge throws. Self-explanatory. Grapple your opponent, bring them over to the pool, and throw them. For all you football fans in Twitch or right behind me, you're going to like what's coming next. We're going to have some football action going on. All right, so false start. 2, 3, 4. Drag him over to the pool, and right there. I don't know how that's possible. But let's get an instant replay on that, and there you go. And we're just going to leave him in midair. All right, so here comes the one mission I absolutely detest, at least in Eastern and Western title. World title 100%, it's not nearly as bad as the one mission in the brewery, but still bad. This is reversals. So basically, you have to get your opponent to grapple you. And there's a 25% chance that you can predict what they're going to do. So when they grapple you, you have to predict if it's going to be A, B, X, or Y. So here we go. Thank you. There's one. That was X. There's 2. That was X. That was B. That was X. That was X. It's rare for them to do the same thing twice. That was the best reversals I've had in 2 days. All my practice, they've taken anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. All right, so grapple escapes. If you just need more grapple action, don't worry. We got more coming up for you right here. This one, we have to wait a little longer to do. So this is grapple escapes. So if you have enough power in your turbo meter, you can just slam both triggers when getting grappled, and it'll automatically counter it for you. So we have to do that 3 times. All right. So now we're just gonna run away from the Mad Raver in a kilt and a crown. There we go. Okay, that should be good. There's okay. So there's 1. Come on. I just love how he slams himself into a speaker. Thank you. What? There's 2. You ever get so mad that you just kick a grill? In a wrestling match, though? Okay. All right, so now we're on to what will be the end of Eastern title. So this is win streak. Basically, win 5 matches in a row. Matches usually, if you can pull them off right, will take anywhere from 28 to 35 seconds. Anything under 40 is optimal. Anything above 45 is just garbage. So this is another place where false start will come into play. So we're going to do this. And just pretend like that didn't happen. There we go. So here you'll see me use the one combo that we're going to use for every fight. It's called the 7-button combo. It does 10-25 per, except in that case. So we're just going to... There we go. Fire's effective, who knew? Alright, so there's one fight.
I need a real challenge.
Alright, so now 4 more to go, and then we move on to the Eastern Title Tournament. I didn't false start there. This could be an optimal fight. I don't even know how that happened. There we go. Alright, so 44, not great, not terrible, but...
Who's next?
Alright, so match number 3, hopefully it goes better. By the way, if you are a fan of punk music, Backyard Wrestling 1 and 2 are gold, like a great game for punk music of the 2000-2004 game era. This isn't bad. It's not great, but it's not
Who's next?
overly terrible. R.I.P. VOD. What? Not a great fight.
Who's next?
Still on fire as I posed. And then right into the DJ booth, or speaker of it at least. That was a better fight than I've gotten, so.
Who's next?
All right, so now we're on to the Eastern Title Tournament. So it's pretty much the same thing as Win Streak. There's going to be a cutscene that starts. We won't be seeing it. Just about a brawl that breaks out at a fast food joint. We might see it. All right, so qualifiers, then the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the finals themselves. And then we will have ourselves a title. And then, so I'm going to take a slight risk here. So this game is known to crash. In fact, in all the Western title runs I've done, there's only been one that's never crashed. So there's a very good chance this game is going to crash at some point during the Western title half. So place your bets. In fact, I'll make this challenge. If the game doesn't crash, I will donate $20. If it doesn't crash.
Well, I gotta say, I appreciate this this jobber you're beating up here's name. Not to be confused with the popular movie.
Who's next?
Exactly. I don't even know how they got away with that, but you know. All right, so we're going up against Fabulous.
Let's be real here. Anyone who's important enough to like care about the fact that they called them Kid Karate probably didn't play this game.
I mean, that is true. All right. So quarterfinals. Let's go. That was nearly a flawless fight. I'll take it, though. 35 seconds, that's still really good.
I'm going to win it all.
All right. My fingers are getting cold. Chevy Heavy. And either Kurt Hurt or Ed Mahler. Let's go Kurt Hurt. All right. drop an input on me? Just casually laying in the fire.
Next?
All right, so who am I facing in the finals? All right, it is Ed Mahler, Rip Kurt. There's really no difference, but Kurt Hurt's one of my favorites. All right. So we are coming up on the end of Eastern title. That was as easy as it's going to get. Yo, 30 seconds. Let's go.
I'm going to win it all.
All right, and we just won the Eastern Championship. And there was the ICP saying that they really don't care that we just won the Eastern Championship. All right, so now, mini golf. So we're going to be avoiding attacks, and this one is super easy. So if you have any donations, feel free to read them.
No donations, but we do have a little reminder.
Created to win.
All your money is going to a good cause, the carbonfund.org foundation. Sequestering carbon, clearing the atmosphere.
So we're on a mini golf course, and literally we just have to avoid 20 attacks.
Coming down.
So I'm pretty sure this game is old enough that I think we can go the other way around, and now they can sue the band, right?
Maybe. Come on. Oh, no. Didn't want to do that. Just 6 more. Come on. That was awesome. Can't get me. All right, so that was the first one. All right, so block and counter. This one's a little more technical. So it wants you to counter. So pretty much if you get, your opponent tries to hit you, you pretty much have to counter. We kind of cheese this in a way. We pretty much wait for them to swing, and then we grapple. We do this 5 times. All right, so now... Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. How did that not count? There we go. Okay. There's 2. Three. Nope. One more. All right, there we go. All right. Wasn't terrible, wasn't great, but, you know, there it is. All right, first attack. Three matches where we pretty much get the first hit. If by some weird coincidence I don't get the first hit, I'll be backing out and re-entering. One of the features of this game is if you say an objective requires you to get 5 of whatever and you get 2 and have to back out, if you re-enter, it still saves your progress. So there's no... There we go. Okay. Oh, it's 5 matches, excuse me. Luckily, this is another stage with fire that we can abuse. Smash into the elephant. That was terrible.
Who's next?
All right. All right. There's the first hit. There we go. We're just going to kick him around like a rag doll the entire match. Preferably back into the fire. All right, death math. I don't know why, but it seems the higher up you go, the more block heavy they get. There you go. There's 2.
I'm going to win it all.
With that last jobber, I just have to think you're going to run out of space a lot faster writing names on a mask than you are in a book.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That was close.
I like the combination of snowshoes and short shorts.
It's the camo, the snowshoes, or no, they're not even snowshoes. They're just tennis rackets. And then the nurse's hat with the wrapper gold chain. That was a nice fight. That was nearly picture perfect.
I'm going to win it all.
All right. So only 2 more matches. Thank God.
Three.
I gotta say, for a miniature golf course, this is actually pretty small. There we go. Okay. Not great, but, you know, it is what it is.
I'm going to win it all.
All right, so last match for this particular mission. Let's go. Hope you guys are enjoying this lovely circa 2004 music. Oh boy.
Looks like we've got ourselves a donation.
Oh yeah, go for it.
We've got $1 from Cookie. Says, love from the Baguette Restream. Love right back at y'all for putting up with all of our nonsense all weekend. And that dollar, I hope you're ready, because they want that dollar to go towards throwing that Kirby like a real wrestler does, which I guess means I throw it very fake with the intent to make sure you don't get hurt or interrupted with what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to win it all.
Awesome. Shout out to the Baguette Restream for real. All right, so knockdowns. Phatzo 316. Oh boy. It is nearly 6. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and the memes are out. All right. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, for some reason, crime fighting just doesn't pay off like it used to. That was hands down that was a perfect knockdown. Normally that takes the span of 2 matches. That took 1. I didn't think that was possible. So now comes the mission that was referenced during the Midwinter Speed Sprinter schedule reveal, the Horn Dog Hunt. So there is a playable character in this game named the Masked Horn Dog. We have to fight and beat him 3 times. And he is something. So did we get him first try? We got him first try. Let's go. Let's go. How did that happen? All right, there's one.
I'm going to win it all.
Oh, I guess the course is a little bigger than I thought.
Got my
Two.
eyes on the prize.
2 for 2. So there's it's 2 for 2. Hey, a perfect fight. How about that?
I need a real challenge.
By the way, to all of our restreamers, I hope that the guide I submitted was thorough enough. Yo, we got a perfect horn dog hunt. Again, never went this well in practice. Yo, and the fire, yeah.
Who's next?
Perfect. This is shaping up to be a very good golf course so far. I think that was the last mission. It was. All right, so time attack. So that was a perfect golf course, by the way. That has never happened before. So I guess obligatory, that's never happened before. All right. So welcome to the office. We're going to start the day by slamming our, we're going to slam delicious through a wall and then the copier. This is how you make copies, right? This is just a regular day at the office. Perfect. 40 seconds. Let's go.
Who's next?
All right. Let's go. You gotta get yourself up. Perfect. Nice. Both were owned fights. So if you get an owned, obviously it's
I need a real challenge.
pretty much it's a perfect fight. Okay, so for who here is a fan of Undertale? Oh, right. All right. So this is the introduction to the Sands missions. So these are pretty much win 2 fights without doing X. So this one is don't use any turbo. So 8 matches, all with their own individual restrictions. The last one being, or the second to last one being a bigger pain in the neck, which is no attack, no punching, no kicking. For some reason, though, finishers are still allowed. Look out! That was anticlimactic. Was I supposed to look out there, Maniac Panic?
I'm going to win it all.
All right, let's go. Feeling it. Hey, it's the masked horn dog. Let's go. I love when you both try to do the guard break. There we go. Nice. That was a pretty good dash attacks, or Sans dash attacks.
I'm going to win it all.
All right. Next one, I believe it's no grapple meter escapes. Yep, no GME, so I can live with that. Whew. That chair's flying. There we go.
I'm going to win it all.
These loading screens, I tell you, they take way too long. Wow, that was a really good fight, especially with no fire.
Who's next?
All right, so now comes the hard one. This one we actually have to have a setup for. This is Sans attack block, or attack kick. So, as I mentioned earlier, no attack or no punching, no kicking, and 2 matches like this. So we're going to use a mechanic known as the environmental throw. which is basically a fancy way of saying we're going to interact with the environment. So we're going to sit through this 10-year-long load screen. And bait them over. Come on. There we go. Alright, there we go. And then we're just going to take them over here. We're going to get out a stapler. Do that a couple of times. Look how he respectfully puts the stapler back when he's done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around. There we go. All right. So yeah, definitely not using any punches or kicks. Completely legitimate. Oh, use it on me. Let's staple the baguette. Alright, there we go. Come here. 2 more of these. There's 1. This one surprisingly went better in practice. There's 1.
Who's next?
All right. Yeah, I don't like this slower part of the run. But luckily, there's only 1 more stage to go. That's not what I wanted. Whoa, no. There we go. Get some damage on the table. There we go. To be honest, I'm sure there's like a way faster way of doing this mission, but for the life of me, I haven't figured it out. So nearing the end of this Sans mission. That should do it. Yep. Oh, he's got like a... Oh. Okay, cool.
I'm going to win it all.
All right. So now, easy one, just win without blocking. Whew. After that last mission, it's so good to actually be able to do my one move over and over.
I'm going to win it all.
Gonna win it all. All right, so next mission. And then this will be the last one for the office. And then we go into the restaurant where it's more win X amount of matches without doing, you know, this or with this set condition. There we go. All right. Oh, perfect. Now we have a spot to do this. So somebody call an exorcist. Perfect. Nice.
I need a real challenge.
All right, so that was the office. Now we go on to Jumpy Burger. All right, environmental throws, and that's environmental throw. All right, let's go. All right, come on over. So we're gonna just take them over the grill. This is how you don't, it's not how you cook fries. Repeat lesson. Clarification. And last time. That's cute. All right. So. All right, so avoid grapples. This is 3 missions. Pretty much don't get hit or don't get grappled. In the old route, we used to use a chair and you would just mash this for like, 30, 45 seconds. But obviously we have better and faster strats. There's one. And as always, spin in circles.
I need
Always
a
spin in
real
circles.
challenge.
So Tim Tubby. I don't know. Whoa, there we go. Not sure why he's wearing body armor to a wrestling event. It's just the infinite stun lock.
I'm mostly confused as to why this fast food restaurant has a golden record on their wall.
That is a very good question. I don't know, maybe it was given it to him by an artist? I think a better question is, why are they allowing a so-called wrestling event to go down during peak business hours?
Yeah, like it's light out and everything. And if you look, there's another one. They have two gold. Are those
Exactly.
like for their ad jingles or something? Like, is that just a really popular jingle?
Must be. Alright. So when I said jobbers get way more ridiculous, there's Bill's skill. Boxing gloves, a wizard's hat, gas mask, and boxers. Or is that a kill? I'm not sure. Dear Bill, how do you wrestle with boxing gloves on?
That's a very good question.
Look out!
Okay, so apparently Bill does not like that question. So much so that he's going to derail this entire fight. There we go. All right.
I'm going to win it all.
All right. Let's go. All right, block test. Block 30 attacks. Thankfully, not consistently. That's in the world title. In the junkyard. It's one of the worst missions in the game, but that's another category. Just block 30 attacks. That's all I got to do. Come on, keep at it. Wow, where was this reversal luck in the pool stage? There you go. Come on. Perfect. That's holy, that was amazing. Whew. All right. All right, endurance test. So we win a match pretty much with 80% or more of our health. Let's go. All right, let's go for perfect. Nope, there went the perfect. Oh well. I'm gonna take a little bit of a safety here. Not what I was going to take, but sure. That works. I was trying to go for the finisher.
Who's next?
All right, so 9 matches coming up left. So we are nearing the end of the Western title. So I'm not sure what we got coming up next on the schedule.
Coming up next on the schedule is Xenoblade Chronicles 2,
There we go.
run by Polecat. Reminder, there is that English versus Japanese voice acting bid war available for
Who's
that run.
next?
What's currently winning?
It is currently tied, so if you'd like to make that decision, you can do it with a donation to the carbonfund.org foundation. Every donation helps sequester carbon from the atmosphere and help us all breathe just that little bit easier.
That works too, I guess. Just not stun me and then take your anger out on the soda machine. Seems like a very normal response.
Who's next?
There's two. It's our favorite wrestler, second favorite wrestler, the masked horn dog. Horn dog, why? There we go. There's three.
I need a real challenge.
I'm getting nervous. There we go. There we go. Now we got him in the lock. There's a couple locks you can do. There's 4.
Who's next?
All right, come on, let's do this. Just knock him behind the counter. Nobody's gonna mind. They're all, 15 minutes late for their jobs. Meanwhile, there's a wrestling brawl breaking out. All right, so that is win streak.
I'm going to win.
You're
it
on to
all.
the final tournament. The final tournament, at least for this category. All right, skip. So 4 matches left. Trying not to mash B there. Would have been a massive time loss. There's 1. 3 more.
I'm going to win it all.
Versus Bubbles. Masked Horn Dog still in it. We're halfway there.
Who's next?
semifinals, we will be facing Death Mask. And in the semifinals, Duke of Puke and Mask Horn Dog. Let's go Horn Dog. Let's have Baguette versus the Masked Horn Dog in the finals. All right, final match.
Who's next?
Who's it going to be? Who's the final match against? Let's go Horn Dog. Because why not? Duke of Puke. Sad day. Final loading screen. So time will come up as soon as it says you have collected the Western Championship. You ready on time?
I'm going to win it all.
Time. What was the final time?
Final time was 1:21:16.
That's a new world record.
Woo!
Not only was that new world record, that was the second crashless Western title.
There we go. So that's 25 extra dollars
wow.
to carbonfund.org Foundation.
121. I smashed my
I think that text box has just about all there is to say about what we just saw.
unreal. I was shooting for 130, sub 130. No. 141.
Yeah, so we smashed that.
Let me pull up like the official former world record for that now. Speedrun.com/BYW2. Holy crap. I'd say what we're all thinking. A 133. So that's still like 10 minutes off world record. Holy crap.
That's beautiful. All right, and we're not quite done here yet.
Not quite done off that.
It's time to spit some bars.
For those of you who are unaware, I've been trying to get this game in for a very long time. I went so far this year as to write, record, mix, master, and upload a music video for this. And I'm about to play that for you right now. All right. So am I taking these off? I'll use the wireless mic. Yo. All right. Yo. Is that the first Marathon Live World Record? I think that's our first one, yeah.
So forgive me if I botch this. Yeah, you might want to turn this up. You might want to turn this up. It's like really low. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Yo. Third submission. Thought you'd seen the last, the world champion? I was just getting started. Half-Ass Studio 3.0. Midwinter Speed Sprinter. New world record. Yo. Midwest, gear it up, now you know who I am. I'm the Backyard Wrestling 2 heavyweight champion. Submission number 3 to start a text to promo cut. Instrumental beat to leave the verdict open and shut. Now I can see it in your eyes, this wrestling thought is back again. But before you slam your finger on the reject button again, give me 32 bars to explain it's all I ask. And I'll show you why my game deserves a spot with this track. Sports game nonetheless, but it's better than the rest. The only one that's brave enough to put my pride in my best. KO, the nameless job is on the way to the top. Just cause like Macho Man Sam, the cream's gonna rise to the top. You could call it Super Smash. Sans is added to the mix. Restricted 2-round fights, but if you really need your fix, environmental throws a jobber and onto the grill. Through a fryer, through a table, now it's time to test your will. How bad you want to drive to face the wicked clowns? Next stop to the Carney grounds in the western title town. It's 25 missions in the 2 tournaments. A hunt for horn dog. Will the threat of crashes ever quit? Golf course or the office? Maybe it's the burger joint. Commentary's done by Woo, but you could bet it's on point. Haven't even touched on the seats and title bracket. The precursor to this chaos, but I'm gonna attack it. We're playing Uno in this game with the reversal percentages. To see my rage struggle, but it's strictly for the benefit of the Carbon Fund charity, whoever we raise it. RNG got sagging heavy, so the stakes we get to raise it. A 2-hour run with the ups and the downs. Now the champion has returned and now he's making the rounds. The new tech is here, fight to shorten by 10, and now I'm here to demonstrate Western title percent.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. And with that, it's time to get set up for Xenoblade. So stick around, everyone. It should be a fun time.